we are using this parameter, this radio button we can use. But right now we have also only this thing, so we can use as per the client requirement. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. Then here are mentioned customer, vendor, bank, abroad allowed. So we can mention, we can do it customer, vendor, bank, abroad allowed, checkbooks also. Where is it used? Then we are using for the vendor purpose. If vendor bank also, if vendor taking the loan firstly, for the company's purpose, any foreign bank also use. So that's why we are choosing these checkbooks for the vendors bank abroad allowed. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. So here are grouping of items. If we have a single payment for the payment basis, if we are using the single payment for the marked item, then we have to use this checkbox. Otherwise, if we are used for the payment due date, so that's why we are used this checkbox also. If we have a extended individual payments, uh, like we can say that if uh, uh, if we are using the payments for the bank transfer and all, it is not requirement, but as per the check purpose, so we can check the click on that checkbox. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. So that's it here. So if we are used for the APP program, for this second steps we need to be followed here. Other we have to follow as per the company code and payment methods while we have created before that, so we need to mention here. Otherwise it is not mandatory. So that's it here. Then we can go through the all company codes for the payment transactions. So with the third steps we are using, for an example, we have yeah, this company code, our company code, for an example, Q401. So we need to mention here sending company code and paying company code also there. So they may ask the client has which company code is booked and which company code we have to send it. So our sending company code is same here. So we need to mention the same company code, and our paying company code is also same here. So we need to mention same company code here. If it is not if which company, the sending company code means it is a booked, while we have booked the through the company code, and paying company code means while we have to pay the through the company code, right? So if we have a paying company code is different and sending company code is different, so we need to do that the different company code here are we can mention it, like we have the book the company code, another company code, like we have booked the Bajaj company code. So we need to mention here Bajaj, and if we have to pay by the company code Q401, and then same company code we can mention. If it is not possible for the like another company code, so we are doing the same company code, then we can mention here same company code and both are the same thing. So that is not required. Okay. And based on the business area, wait. here are separate payment for business area. So based on the business area, we want the group and send if we have a group and make the payment to the invoice book, then we can use the separate payment for as per the business area. Otherwise, it is not required. And payment method supplier, like for the vendors purpose, we can use it. So then we can click the checkbox for the payment method supplier. Otherwise, it is not mandatory here. Come to the cash discount and tolerance. So cash discount and tolerance, like tolerance days for the payable, it is not mandatory. If it is required by as per the client, then we can mention. Otherwise, it is not mandatory. And for the vendors, like special GL transactions to be paid, so here we have to map the AF configuration. So we have to mention here AF. While we have created the special GL transaction to be paid here, so we have to click on that tab button. So we need to choose that. Like while we have for an advance payment we have created our special GL transactions, then we can use it the AF. For an example, I have created AF for the special GL transaction to be paid. So that's why we need to mention here. Otherwise, it is not mandatory here. Again, then can the advance payment through the APP, we can do it. That's it for the vendor's requirement. As per the vendor requirement, it's enough for the configurations for the all company codes. Otherwise, that's it for this thing. So as you can see that here in this company code also, like here are like sending company code is not there. Maybe it is not booked the company code, and paying company code is there because it is used by the company code. The same thing, whatever he has company, it has been the company code for the paying company code, and special GL transaction to be paid for the vendors. So FP, because it has been created the advance payment for the FP, that's why it would be used here for the vendor. And at the customer point of view, it has been used the FBJ. So I think it is for the customer, so that is not required for the vendor's purpose. That's it. Again, we can go through the paying company code, setup for the paying company codes. So here are mentioned like new entries. So paying company codes. So new entries also there. If client said that so it is mandatory, otherwise it is not mandatory. So but we have to mapping payment advice. Payment advice, I have already said that what is the payment advice. If payment advice, like we have to due date, all those type of payment we have to map in the combine. So that's why we are using the payment advice to send to the information to the vendor for the payment purpose. So paying company code here, like our company code for Q401. So we need to add it, and minimum amount for incoming payment within a INR. So INR minimum amount for incoming payment like uh, uh, 50,000, otherwise zero as per the client requirement. And minimum amount for outgoing payment like 1 lakh rupees. So we can mention here if client said that, so otherwise it is not mandatory. If client said it, then we can do it. Otherwise, it's not mandatory. That's it. Then here are no exchange rate differences, no exchange rate differences, part payment, separate payment for each references, bill exchange payment. So it has already basically no exchange differences if it is not required for the because we know that exchange rate happens every day, but it is not required, then we can click on the checkbox tick mark, otherwise it is not requirement. No exchange differences for the part payments. If we are doing the part payment, then it would be required, otherwise no for the exchange rate. Separate payments for each reference, so we can do use the it would be required, then it would be happen, otherwise it is not mandatory. Bill exchange payment, if we are doing the payment by bill of exchange, then we can use it, otherwise it is not mandatory. But nobody can nowadays use the bill of exchange, so it is not mandatory. Specifications for SAPA, SEPA payments. So here are vendors we can mention, otherwise it's not mandatory. That's it. Then we can save the button and paying company code. It's done. Yeah. So it's already done. Then go to the setup of the bank determination. Yeah. Bank determination. Like for an example, we need to click on our company code. For an example, let's get the example. This is our company code. Yeah. Here are ranking order. So what is ranking order? Excel sheet is not working. My Excel sheet is not working.
Okay, Navish, I think from OS, your system OS, it will be corrupted. Okay, you can go to click
Yes,
on the new
so
entry, then you can explain it.
yeah, no, yeah,
Payment method, currency, ranking order, house banks. Just explain it, Navish.
yes,
Don't
yes, yeah, yeah.
don't update it. Just explain the fields on.
Yeah, definitely. So, what is payment method? I have already said that it is a move level of payment. Like we have created the L level of payment, so we can mention here L. Our currency is in INR, so we can use it INR. If our currency is in a local, that's why. Otherwise, we can use the another country currencies. We can use it as per the client requirement. Rank order. So, firstly comes to the mind, what is ranking order? So, ranking order means which bank is our first priority in the system. For an example, our company is in a tie-up with the 5 to 6 banks. First is SBI, second is SDFC, third is ICICI Bank. Okay. So in SBI, like we need to pay the amount 1 lakh rupees. So our first priority bank is SBI. So we need to pay the amount 1 lakh. So if in SBI 1 lakh rupees, that was the not sufficient amount in the SBI bank. So system is automatically do the payment by the second bank like SDFC bank, because this is the second priorities for the second priorities of the SDFC bank. So it's automatically paid by the SDFC bank if sufficient amount is not there in the first priorities bank SBI. Okay, so this is called the ranking order. Okay, so house bank means like excuse me. House bank means we can a house bank, like we have a SBI and uh, and SDFC bank. So which one identification for the bank here? So we need to rectify here. Okay. So this is called the house bank. USD, SBI.
Yes, in payment method, you have to update L currency ranking order 1, 2, 3 something. You have to update it.
Can I use any other banks, sir? So it would be helpful for everyone. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is the ranking order, and here is bank accounts. So in bank accounts, house bank also there. So house bank, like in which house bank number identification also there. So we need to do that the here. Here is the payment method. While we have created the in which payment method till here. So we need to mention here for an example. Here are zero payment methods. So we need to do that. Account ID. What is account ID? So we have created the account IDs also as well. That's why we are using it here, and bank sub accounting also there. So here is we can mention the bank sub accounting also there, and it is stored in the bank account sub portals also. Available amounts, like it is not mandatory till yet we need to configure all the scenario. So that's it. So we can save the button and go back. Then go through the house bank, our company code. Let's complete that. So a house bank, what is it? So this is the creation of the house bank and bank account. So we need to do that, before the APP. So right now it is not required. Okay. So that's it for the configuration. Hello.
Then
Hello.
user point of view,
Yeah, yeah.
go to FW only.
So, yeah, our access it is not working. That's why.
Just explain the screen something.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So run date. What is F110? F110, why we have done the configuration in APP, then we are running the F110 for the payment, for the executing payment. Okay, so our run date, like
Did it only have to mention.
for an example, our run date today date. Our running date is 2nd of May and 2025. And how it is identification. So what is identification here? So here are mentioned the identify. How can we identify this thing? So we can search into that. As per the date, we can mention the identifications here. That's it. So some parameters also there. So we can go through the updated parameter. in parameter here are mentioned posting date. So everybody, you know that what is posting date while we are running the app. So in which that is the same timing for the posting date also as mentioned by the client files also. Okay. And here are vendors, our vendors name also mentioned here, our company codes here. Okay. Company codes like as considered VIK1, and payment methods also we need to put it down, and next posting dates also, in which date we need to be posted. That's why we need to mention here uh, date wise in which date we need to post the we need to post the date. So for an example, second run it is the running time, and posting date also we need to mention here 9. So that's why we need to mention here 9th of May 2025. Okay. Now here are accounts vendors. So our vendors name also we need to mention here. That's these are our, this is our vendor type, vendor's name, and foreign currencies like exchange rate types also mention here. If our local currency, that it is not required. If our another country currency, that's why it is required. But it is used by it is doing by the user point of view, not our purpose. Okay. So how to
Okay, let's leave it. Thank you, Shital. You explained good as per my expectations. So, did you
decide?
understand everyone? Like how Shital is explaining APP process? Anusha గారు మీకు అర్థమైందా? Just again, we will cover enter this BR banking APP process. We will cover all those these topics.
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి వినాలి సార్. నేను మళ్ళీ
నేను చెప్తాను
ఒకసారి
మేడం,
వింటే
ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా నేను
దాన్ని
చెప్తాను.
క్లారిటీగా.
ఇప్పుడు ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా నేను ఇప్పుడే చెప్తాను, ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఈ టాపిక్ మీరు టైం స్పెండ్ చేశారు కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడే నేను ఓవర్వ్యూగా చెప్పానంటే మీకు అగైన్ మళ్ళీ ఐడియాకి వస్తుంది.
ఓకే.
లతా గారు, అపర్ణ గారు మీకు అర్థమైందా? మంజుష గారు, హలో, వినిపిస్తుందండి నా వాయిస్? హలో,
వినిపిస్తుంది.
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ కనిపిస్తుందా? సిస్టమ్ స్క్రీన్.
ఎస్ ఎస్.
ఓకే. Okay, simple. Just 10 to 15 minutes. I'll cover overview regarding the APP. Then again, we have a section for APP and type end-to-end configuration. So APP is nothing
బా
but hello. Okay. Okay, APP is nothing but automatic payment. With the help of automatic payment, we can clear multiple, it means n number of vendor invoices. So even customer invoices also we can clear. It means so mostly 99% of vendor invoices purpose only we are using the APP, but 1%, some of the companies only they are using for APP in customer scenario. So if we can use the APP, what and all the benefits we are getting? It means if we can use the APP, if we have a thousands, lakhs of vendor invoices also, we can clear within shorts. We can clear with a single click, right? And check numbers, it will be updated automatically. And coming to payment advice form, it will be generated automatically. It means, for example, we have 100 vendors. So each and every vendor having 10 invoices, like 10 or 5, whatever. So we are making the payments with the help of APP. The entire 100 vendor relevant 1000 invoice, everything we are going to clear. But once payment is happened, with the time, with the help of payment advice format, we can send the information to the vendor. So we are going to making the payment today. So you have a 10 invoices. In the 10 invoices, 5 invoices related amount. Today we are making the payment. So like that, these purpose we can use the payment advice format. So these are all the basic things. Coming to FPZP, simply many of the interviews they are asking, explain about the F110, FPZP or APP. They are asking different ways. Anyhow, we have to understand F110 or APP or FPZP, anything you have to explain from entire end to end. Okay, so here we have a 6 steps. This is the APP process. First, we have to all company codes. So click on new entry. So all company codes means in this field, we have to, based on the client requirement, we have a different checkbox is there. Based on the client business requirement, we need to activate these checkbox. So company code means some XYZ company code. So which company? So here, for example, we have a 1100. So 1100 company code relevant invoices we are making the payment, so that here 1100 company and company code and sending company code is nothing but 1100. It means which company code relevant invoices we are sending the payment. Okay, sending company code is different, paying company code different. So for example, sending company code is our invoices belongs to 1100. So payment from 1110 some other XYZ company onwards, we are sending the payment for these 1100 invoices. So simply sending company is nothing but which company code relevant invoices we are clearing. Payment is from which company onwards we are making the invoices. In real time business scenarios, so 1100 company having 10 bank accounts, but they don't have amount for clearing the invoices. So that they are sending the money from XYZ company onwards, so company bank onwards. So this is the difference between paying company and sending company. So here different checkboxes, separate payment for business area. If you want to run the payment, each and every business area wise, like in 1100 we have a 10 business areas. Each and every business area wise, if you want to run the payment, then we have to activate checkbox. And payment method supplementary, so like which payment method option for these business areas, and cash discount for tolerance groups, outgoing payment for cash discount. So these and all the based on the requirement. And vendor and customer special GL accounts. So special GL means, so we already discussed advance payment. So in normal payment, F dot 48, we can make the payment, right? F dot 47 down payment request, 48 payment, and 60 invoices, F dot 53 normal payment, F dot 54 special GL to normal GL adjustment. Previous class we discussed. At the same way, if customer scenario, if vendor scenario, as per vendor requirement, user can raise 100, more than 100 or 200 any vendors related advance request. So F dot 47 vendor raise the advance request. So those advance requests also we can make the payment with the help of APP. So these purpose we can use the vendor special GL transaction. Just click on this. So here A down payment request, AFB. These three we have to up down payment request, down payment, AFB something financial asset, whatever AFB. These three you have to select it. So I'll cover entire nothing. So these and all the fields. So while you are trying to explain at the time of interview, don't tell all company codes, paying company codes, sending company codes, payment method in country, as any payment method in country, bank, house bank, bank determination. Don't think like by heart way. So simply we have a 6 steps under the FPZP. Each and every step we have a different checkbox is there. Based on the business client requirement, we have to activate the checkbox. and we will get the result. So let me let me wait for a couple of moments. I will explain in detail regarding the APP process. Then we can start step by step. All company codes, these and all the fields we have. So let me one by one, each and every field. If we can activate, then we will get this result. If we cannot activate, we will get these result. Like that, we have to explain at the time of interview. And all company code and paying company code. Simply here paying company code means, so I already told paying company code and minimum amount, maximum amount, vendor account, right? Okay, here paying company code, minimum amount, maximum amount. So minimum amount for incoming payment, maximum amount for outgoing payment. So our scenario, outgoing payment, maximum amount. So whatever we have a maximum amount, we just update it. So these and all the fields, and here, so I already told payment advice format. So where we can assign the payment advice format means, this is a step for payment advice format. Okay. Okay. Let me explain. So payment advice format. So in there is some standard formats is available from SAP, but in real time scenarios, each and every business client, they are expecting different payment advice format. So in this time, so that is also implementation point of view we can done. So in support project also, if additional payment methods required, then we can treat it as a enhancements. It means new requirements. So in that time, as a FI consultant, what we can do means, we need to take the entire information from the client side. So how uh, in what basis payment advice format, like header level, trailer level, text level, middle. In payment advice format is nothing but it is a format. So vendor name details, total invoices, in that what invoices we are going to make the payment under balance amount. So which invoices we are clearing, which invoices pending. These are all information. So if we can run the payment 1,000 invoice with the help of APP single time. So 1,000 invoices belongs to 100 vendors. Or 100 vendors, each and every vendor we will send at a time, each and every vendor wise uh, payment information sheet. For example, if we are getting the salaries, so once amount is created in our bank account, we'll get the message from bank side. But in real time scenarios, before getting the salary also, companies, they will send a message. So that is like month ending, before crediting the salary, month ending 29th or 30 or 28th, before creating the salary, one day, at least one day before, companies are sending the bulk message for each and every employee wise. So this is your entire month payroll process. So we are paying 28 days salaries. So net salary amount or this salary we are transferring your account. So that message automatically send if employees having lakhs of and employees also, with the help of SAP this payment advice format. So lakhs of employees, they will get the message. So because we need to do some basic configurations. So payment advice from creation, and with the help of ABAPR, we can run the payment, we can create the payment advice format, and based on the vendor mobile number or Gmail or whatever, based on that, if we can interlink these and all the things ABAPR will done. So once automatically FW10 run, so how many vendors included this particular payment? Each and every vendor, they will get the message. So here we will assign the payment method. And so one by one I'll cover, no issue. So this is the first two steps. So once class is completed, I will complete within 10 to 15 minutes. Please join. And payment method. So payment method also she explained. So click on the new entry. So payment method is at country level. This is also an important question. Payment method for at what level means it is a country level. So if we can create the payment method, one payment method, with the help of one payment method, we can clear multiple number of invoices, multiple company code invoices, and amount also sending from multiple company codes from multiple invoices related companies. So here country payment method and outgoing payments already Sheetal explained, and bank transfer. So we can create a one payment method like something X. These payment method we can activate bank transfer or check whatever. So, and coming to required.
Yeah.